Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. Still going inside the 20.
And down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 69 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, we got to go score.
Mixon again.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Steps away to his... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 3-yard
touchdown run. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll roll him out right. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Bengals are once again back in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Here's a diving catch right side. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From midfield now, Lawrence got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st down, Lawrence flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lawrence out to his left. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action now. Lawrence dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got it not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Etienne up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lawrence to throw.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Here's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Rashawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw, and the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Here we go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Burrow on play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jaguars 8.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That is caught.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Back to the ground with ETN.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Another tote for ETN.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to put him up by a point. It's 15-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their own 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here we go. 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action. It's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. And they go play action now. Burrow. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade and Oregon. And the Jags are going to have the football here 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They'll run with ETN.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key fourth down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Burrow from his own end zone. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
Being chased out left. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
Here we go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
11.
Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to get the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Gotta go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, point, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at all as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
This ball caught by Strange. Touchdown!